Hi, this is Attorney Mike Gravelin coming to you from Chicago as usual, and today we're going to look at another sovereign citizen traffic stop, and we're going to call this one Sovereign Citizen Traffic Stop number 5. Let's do it.
Usher, Baltimore County Police. Need to let you know being audio and video recorded.
Okay.
The reason
No, I don't.
What's that?
I don't.
It's just your tints, man. Your tints are far too dark and you got tints on the front windshield. You're not allowed to do that.
Alright, I get that. Situated.
Are you the registered owner?
I get that situated.
Are you the registered owner of the car?
May I speak to a supervisor?
And here we go.
You want to speak to a supervisor in
Yes.
reference to what?
I just want to speak to a supervisor.
In reference to? I mean, I can get a supervisor out here. I just need to let him know what you're calling him out here for. You know what I mean?
Because I had these papers right here.
Okay.
So I'll get the tint took off.
Okay.
But if it's a problem, then I would like to speak to a supervisor.
What do you mean if it's a problem? Like if it's illegal?
No, like I know that it's not illegal because I'm not driving, I'm traveling.
Oh, well, if you're traveling, I mean, go right ahead, and the tint doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I'm saying
You're
so if
operating a
that's
motor vehicle. I mean, we can agree on that.
so I'm just saying if that's a problem, then I would like to speak to a supervisor.
Okay, I understand that. I'll get a supervisor started out here. Okay? You got your license or any sort of identification with you?
No,
You don't have any sort of identification?
no.
Do you have a Maryland driver's license?
I don't have a driver's license because I'm not driving it.
I know, I understand that. But you know, you're operating a motor vehicle. You and I can agree on that. You say that you're traveling. I say you're driving. We can agree on the grounds that you're operating a motor vehicle. Yes? You're currently in Baltimore County.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
I'm going to get a super... I'm just explaining all of this out to you. I see you got your video started. I want to give you the best explanation that I can, okay?
Yes, sir.
So, you and I can meet on the common grounds that you're operating a motor vehicle on Baltimore County roads in the state of Maryland. Yes? We agree on that. You're not driving, you're
I
traveling.
don't agree with that.
You don't agree with
I agree that I'm traveling.
You're traveling on Baltimore County roads in a motor vehicle that you're operating.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
Like I said, I'm going to get one started out here. No big deal. All right? I'm just going to grab your name real quick.
I am eBay.
Hi, eBay.
Are you the registered owner?
I am eBay.
No, I understand that. Is this your vehicle? Or did you steal it? You borrow it?
Can I speak to a supervisor?
Like I said, I'm gonna get one started out here. No big deal. All right?
All right, thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
You have insurance for the vehicle?
Can I please speak to a supervisor?
I'm gonna get one started out here. Like I said, no big deal. All right?
All right, thank you.
You mind if I look over this stuff?
Look over what?
Your paperwork right there. I just want to make sure I don't violate any sort of your code of ethics. All right? You mind if I take it and read it?
Yes, you can read it.
All right. Do I need to read that one as well?
That's an oath to that you guys take as to the office. That's the oath that you take.
Do I need to read that one as well?
This is just the court papers that back it up, but I would like to speak to a supervisor.
Okay, you mind if I read that? I'd like to. I mean, I'd like to understand a little bit more about what you're saying, you know.
Can I speak to a supervisor?
I'm gonna request a supervisor as soon as I go back to my vehicle.
Okay.
Like I said, I just want to understand a little bit more. I don't want to violate any sort of your code of ethics or anything like that. Okay, that's how we're gonna do it. I appreciate it. Hang tight for 1 second.
All right.
Hey, Antonio, do me a favor and roll down your window so I can speak with you. All right. So, here's the deal. I know you have a learner's permit, okay? You don't have a driver's license. Your name's Antonio Clifford Jackson Jr., date of birth 9/27/98. You're 5'7", 135. I pulled your picture up.
That's my ex-relation of me.
Okay, yeah, I pulled your picture up in the car. So, here's the thing. When you went to the MVA to get your learner's permit, you submitted to a whole bunch of rules and regulations to follow, okay? I'm just letting you know. I know that you're driving without a license. You're driving with a learner's permit. I have a couple options right now, okay? I can give you a whole bunch of tickets, give you a whole bunch of warnings, or I can make you get out of the car, find another ride, and tow your car because you're driving without a license.
Pick B. Pick B.
That's where we're at right now. So,
May I speak to a supervisor?
Wah, wah, wah. Wrong answer.
Supervisor's on the way out here right now.
All right.
Like I said from the very beginning, no big deal. So, Is this how we're gonna play it? Because I'll go back and I'll start writing the tickets right now. You can go ahead and call for a ride because I'm gonna tow the car. You're driving without a driver's license. So, if you want to keep this straight up, I mean, like I said, I'm cool with towing your car. That doesn't make a difference to me. But you got that all on video. I've been nothing but nice to you. I've explained everything to you. What's it gonna be? My supervisor's on his way out here right now. You want me to go start writing the tickets?
I want you to get the supervisor.
He's on his way out here right now.
All right.
Oh, eBay, you gotta know when someone's trying to help you.
All right, but I'm gonna be proactive and productive and start writing those tickets for you. All right? Do me a.
And where the paper that I gave you? Do you guys have it?
That officer has it right there, I believe.
Did you read it?
Yeah, I was reading through it.
right.
Here's my supervisor rolling up right now.
All right.
So it would probably be in your best interest. I know you got your video up and you want to keep that going, but you're gonna have to make a phone call. If I saw, your zip code's 21216. That's not close, so you're probably gonna call somebody to give you a ride. Okay? All right. I'll be right back.
Hey, can I have that paper? Oh, give it to the supervisor. To the supervisor.
Can you just check to see if there's the signs there?
What's up, buddy?
Oh, you the supervisor?
Nope. Why don't you just give him your license and ID and cut the crap? That way you can be on your way.
Now there's an idea.
Because
Listen, I don't want to hear all the mumbo jumbo, okay? All right?
let's speak to the supervisor.
He's getting ready to walk up, but he's going to tell you the same thing.
All right, I would like to speak to the supervisor.
So, where's your ID or your license?
I don't have that.
You don't have it on you at all?
I don't have that.
You don't have any identification on you?
I'm not sure if you're familiar or anything with
Huh?
missing juvenile.
You don't have any
I would like
ID?
to speak to a supervisor.
Do you have ID on you? They're going to ask you the same thing. So you can just cut to the chase, and you can be on your way. Right?
In reference to the complaint.
You're being audio and video recorded, too, just so you know.
I know. So are you guys.
Excellent.
And can I have your badge number?
She ran away.
Nope.
I can't have your badge number.
There's no reason for you to have it.
So there's no reason for you guys to have my identification.
Sure there is.
No.
So he can ID you based
The right
on
to
the
travel,
reason they
right here.
stopped you on the traffic stop.
The right to travel. The right to mode of conveyance.
Where'd you get that piece of
The
paper?
right to... It's... You take an oath to a constitution.
Oh, okay.
I just gave him the paper.
You printed that
I just
out
gave him the
yourself?
paper right there. That's what officers take an oath to. So, can I speak to a supervisor?
He's getting ready to walk up.
Alright.
But we have to have a way to ID you.
No, I have to have a way to ID you.
And
You
you'll
guys
get, you'll
pulling
get,
me
you'll get the
over.
officer's name that...
No, can I have your badge
I'm
number?
just trying to help him out maybe by trying to talk to you before they come up here and things go away that you might not want them to go.
I would like to speak to a supervisor.
So you have no ID on you at all.
Do you have an ID on you?
Sure, right there.
What's your badge number?
That's my name right there.
What's your nationality?
That's none of your business. Do you have ID on you?
So when I identify myself to you guys, Can I speak to a supervisor?
Nationality.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
It tells you that the ID that you guys are looking for, you think I'm gonna give you guys a corporation.
We just think you're gonna do it what everybody else does.
No,
Just show your ID. That's all we
I'm
expect.
not,
Right.
because that's what you guys take an oath to. I have my right to
Why are you
travel
the only one that has a problem with this? Why does everybody else?
because everybody else is lacking of knowledge.
Oh, okay. So you're smarter than everybody else. That's
I'm not
why you
saying
don't
that.
want
I
to
just
be
want to speak to a
You're
supervisor.
new to this, aren't you?
No.
Because normally guys that have been doing this a while don't need a piece of paper to read from like you.
And if they're really advanced, they keep their windows rolled up, claim Mormish nationality, and this happens.
Nationality is Morris. Do not break my automobile. Oh, damn it! I mean,
You're new
that's
to
what
it,
you
right?
guys take oath to.
You're new to this, right?
That's what you guys take oath to.
You're new to this though, right?
No.
The piece of paper you're holding?
No.
You must be. You're a newbie.
No.
Just hang tight. Somebody will come up and talk to you if you're not willing to cooperate. But you might have to get out of the car.
I don't have to get out of the car.
If we can't ID you, you might have to. So, you don't have anything in the car you shouldn't have, right? Where are you coming from? Work? School? Store? Nowhere?
I just want to speak to a supervisor, that's all.
Bernie Special Units, if you could check your email, there should be a picture of her in there. I'm in 1842.
Hey, Mr. Jackson. So I got my supervisor right here. This is Corporal
How
Sager.
you doing, Mr. Supervisor?
This is,
Hey,
this
can
is Mr. Jackson. This is Corporal Sager.
Can I have your badge number?
Sure, 5783.
5783.
Yeah, and again, my name is Corporal Sager. You can see it right here.
All right. Can I have that paper that one of you he has it? That officer has it.
What paper is that we got?
It's a paper that you guys take an oath to. That officers take an oath to.
Okay, so here's where we are, Mr. Jackson. We positively identified who you are.
But that's not me. That's not me as the
Right,
flesh.
but that's the name that you had to use to the MVA to get the privilege to drive. Unfortunately, your privilege to drive is not complete because you only have what's called a Class C learners.
It really is a shame somebody got to him this young and convinced him of this nonsense. I mean, he's got a learner's permit, and he's trying this stuff on police officers. It's just not good.
In the state of Maryland, somebody with a Class C learners needs to have somebody over a certain age with a valid license in the driver's seat to be able to continue driving. Okay? So I know that you're not the one that came up with these rules, right? You may not have even, you're a younger man, you may not have even voted for somebody who came up with them. Okay? But they are the rules that we follow here on the streets of Baltimore County.
That you guys follow. They're the rules that you guys that applies to you guys, not me.
Where do they get this stuff?
Yeah, unfortunately it applies to everybody that's traveling on the Baltimore County Road.
That's true.
Okay?
Well, I'm traveling.
So I know that you sort of wish that this isn't the case, and it might be that through advocacy and through your vote and through your voice, you're able to make changes that you feel would make a better society, but we are currently living and functioning in the society as it stands now.
But those laws doesn't apply to me.
They sure do. Okay, so what we're trying to do is work within those laws to cut you as much of a break as possible. Okay, because I understand if you don't self-identify as Mr. Jackson, if you self-identify as something else, the fact that you're going to receive citations today is really going to jam you up because you'll probably FTA for court and it'll become an issue with a warrant later on. What we're trying to do is keep this as easy for you as possible. Currently, your car is parked blocking a driveway, which gives us the right to tow it because you're not going to be able to move this car because you don't have a valid license. What I would like to be able to do, with your permission of course, is I would like to move your car into a valid parking spot. That would be a couple of feet
I can move it up.
Okay? So then from that point on, if you have a valid licensed driver that wants to swing by and drive this car away, the car is great to do so. Right? Your license is valid. It's just a learner.
I don't have a license.
You don't have a full license. You have
I don't have a license.
Okay? So I'm willing to work for that because the fact that you're going to receive citations today is already going to be a little bit of a financial burden on you. What I don't want to do is then add an unnecessary tow bill, which until you then decide to take a registration for the vehicle and go pick it up, continues to amass. All right? So I'm trying to figure out what I can do to help you out. They called you out because you wanted to talk with a supervisor, somebody that had a little bit more discretion, a little bit of leverage. And that's why I'm here today.
The right of a citizen to travel upon the public highways and to transport one's property thereon. I'm not dealing commerce right now. So I'm not transporting any goods. There's no injured party. I'm being detained.
And like I said, okay, that is the way that you wish that this was going to go. Unfortunately, that is not the rules and the reality in which we function. Okay, so I'm trying to do my best for you. That I know that it's frustrating to have all these police officers around. I know that it's frustrating to be sitting here parked surrounded by us for as long as you have. And I appreciate the fact that you're still being calm, you're still being rational. Okay, so we're going to try to strike while that iron is hot. Okay, and use that rationality for you to understand this doesn't end.
Can I ask you one question?
You sure may.
What is your nationality?
I'm a United States citizen.
So a United States citizen cannot, a U.S. citizen cannot enforce law.
And I'm going to start it, we can cancel it, but I'm going to start it.
A U.S. citizen cannot enforce law.
I know that you kind of got that now there's a time frame going on, okay? So what happens is in Baltimore County, there's a number of companies that have a contract with the county, and their contract states that they are able to arrive on scene anywhere we request a tow within a 15-minute time period. All right? Usually it takes less than that. So I would love to be able to cancel that tow and not have you end up with a tow bill over this. Right? So I get it, but your place to to make this sort of logistical stand is not here on the street, right? We, at the end of the day, are police officers. The things
So we
we're
can take it to
arguing-
court, yes,
The
we
things
can.
we're arguing are things
can
that
take
get
it to
argued in court and things that get argued in front of
Right.
the legislature.
All right.
So when Officer Usher brings the citations up, it's going to say, here's how you pay it, here's how you
Okay.
take it to court. If
All
taking it
right.
to court is what you desire, perfect. That's well within your rights to do.
All right.
All right. So, is there a phone call that we can make somebody to come give you a ride, or are you close enough to take
You
an
guys,
bus?
you guys can't tow my car.
Well, we can, because you can't drive it forward because you don't have the valid license. Okay. And the place that you
I'm not driving though. I'm
places that you pulled
traveling.
over, okay,
I'm traveling.
is blocking a residential driveway. So
I
that
can
gives us
I
the
can
legal right to
easily
tow.
travel up right
But
now.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and travel over there without driving?
These are the things that are going to become an issue for you, is that if you move the car right now, right, you're in violation. You're doing this thing in my presence, which is a lot different than the fact that when this officer pulled you over, we hadn't identified you yet. Now that we know you're not a valid licensed driver,
He
I'm
hasn't
trying to help you out.
identified himself either.
Okay, I'm trying to help you out. Your place to argue it is in a court of law.
All right, so
or
we
it's in
can
front of
take
the
it there.
legislature. Okay, so that's where it will go eventually. But for right now, your car's either getting towed or I'm moving it. Right? Those are your options. And I feel like I've done as good of a job as I can of explaining. You've done an excellent job of explaining your side. The problem being that
What's the problem?
your side is something that's argued in a court of law in a legislature. It's not argued on the street where we are already.
I haven't identified myself as a corporation for you guys to even act on as being as acting over me as a corporate person. So,
Before you became enlightened to your current way of thinking, you subscribed to the traditional values and
haven't.
beliefs, and you got your picture taken because you really wanted to drive a car. Okay, that's how we got your picture. That's how we're able to positively identify you. So you may have
but
changed.
did
you may have come
I
to
did
some
not
new
did I
understandings
agree
and
to that's
realizations,
me?
But all of that came
I
after.
didn't agree to that being me.
Okay, so here's your options. Either the car gets towed, you get removed from the vehicle to allow for that to happen. You step out of the vehicle.
So you guys are going to verbally come inside of my car without permission,
We've already verbally come inside your car. We were thinking about physically coming inside the car.
violating you guys' rights on camera. That's what
Yes.
you guys want to do?
And it will be on 8 or 9 cameras at this point. Okay? So, I know that you're a rational guy. You want to be able to present your case. I've already informed you that this is not the proper venue to make that case, right? We have the laws that we function by. You wish to change these things, or you wish to subscribe to your own based on your beliefs, but those are not things that get argued at a street level.
Did that just happen?
These are things that get argued at a level much higher than this. Okay? So, I'm going to move your car so that we don't have to tow it, because the tow bills start to rack up pretty significantly. All right? And if you really want to go to court, and if you want to get legal representation, all these things cost time and money. So I don't want this to be
So
unnecessarily
I can move my car out of the way, right?
We are going to move your car back so that it's a legal parking spot, but then you are not able to drive your car away. You have to wait for a valid licensed driver to either sit in the passenger seat or take over the driver's seat for you. I get it. I mean, it's frustrating. You're just trying to be heard, but unfortunately, there's only so much wiggle room that we have here. Okay. So what's it going to be? Would you like to get your vehicle towed, or would you like to have us move back a little bit?
I'll move it back. I mean, that's like you guys are violating your guys' rights.
Poor thing. You guys are violating your rights, and even at that, I'm making it sound better than he did.
I mean,
Can we clear a spot behind here so we can get it moved back? Whoever's behind, usher back up, and then usher back up. And I appreciate it, right? I'm trying to help you out as best as I can, because I understand that you and I are sort of never going to have the same philosophical beliefs about that. But I can only enforce what the legislature's telling me to. So that's where we are. All right, see how you have plenty of spot? So Officer Quellhouse is going to make sure you don't bump into the back of a police car by accident, okay?
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and back it up for me. Other direction.
I got you.
Thank you, sir. That's perfect, sir. Thank you.
That looked like a lot like driving to me.
Okay. So like I said, you can't drive. Okay. So are you going to be waiting here
Yeah,
for somebody,
I'm gonna be
or are you
waiting.
going to be waiting
gonna be
elsewhere and
waiting.
come back to pick up the car later?
I'm gonna be waiting.
Well, there you have it. This one is kind of tough because I feel bad for him. He's just a kid and he doesn't know any better. It looks like he hasn't had much of an upbringing or an education, and on the optimistic side, he's young. Maybe this will teach him a lesson, and he'll figure things out and get on a better path as a result of this. But you know, obviously, it's just a sad situation to see a kid that young who doesn't even have a full driver's license yet get himself in that kind of legal trouble. Here at Law Talk, we do a lot of videos answering common legal questions. We also do reviews of law in the movies and then on TV. We also share some of our more interesting cases. We're always putting out new videos. So if you like that, please hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell.